What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and this is the Thunder Channel on Nootropics. Quick funny story before we get into this. I went shopping to just get like summer clothes because I don't know, I like to get newer summer clothes each year. And it just so happened that the stuff that I got made me look like a soccer player. So I'm in full soccer player form right now, and it's super funny. I have red shorts on. I look like I'm literally just came from a soccer game in Italy. Okay, so every shred of information we put on the channel is brought to you by a couple products. Here, listen to the specials because this is what we got going on, something different than the previous weeks. Number one, coupon code 30, just the coupon code 30, takes 30% off most of our products, with the exception of some others that are just on sale and you don't need to use a coupon code with them, and I'll get to that. That does apply to the core tech stack, so that takes the core tech stack to 27 bucks or so. It's 35 normally, powerful pre-made stack. The best deal on Cortex, however, is to buy the double stack, which gets you 2 bottles, and each bottle is $24 a piece. So 24 bucks a bottle. You have to buy 2. It's the Cortex double stack. Do that at livecortex.com. So here's the sideball, the curveball deal. The Nootropics Masterclass, which is a course that I created to take people from wherever they are in Nootropics to the 6-year mark. People stack differently there. They adjust differently at the 6-year mark, and they get better results. It's called the Masterclass. Nootropics Masterclass is a video course. No coupon code. It is just 55 bucks. Okay, it's normally 119 bucks to give folks an idea. If you're new to Nootropics Ground Zero video course I created for people that are new. That's 30% off using the coupon code 30. Pay attention to these discounts and coupon codes and where to apply them. Viking Testosterone Protocol, 30% off, livecortex.com, coupon code 30. Last thing, for those of you that need my help on large-scale comprehensive cognitive performance enhancement and energy baseline enhancement, either the 1 month, the 3.5 month, or the 6 month intensive, hands-on, results-driven consults where we communicate daily, have calls a couple times weekly, get results. For those of you that have PSSD, either the 3.5 month or the 6 month also applies to that. And for those of you that are having issues coming off of benzos, or you're off of benzos and running into that state, the 3.5 month and 6 month also apply to that. Got all that stuff at livecortex.com. Okay. All right. So in my days now, I still experiment a lot. I just realized there's like 900 of these videos on YouTube, 900 on this channel. We started posting content in 2015 to give folks an idea. 5 straight years, and 5 more years to come, 20 more years to come probably. And but I realized, like, through all that, it was experimentation and results and side effects and everything else in between that led me to the understanding that I came to post all these videos. But the interesting thing about it is that there's just so much more. So my day is busy, right? I'm doing a lot of large-scale consults with people, executives that just got hired by a bank to consult with all their executives, a major bank. So I'm busy doing that. But before I get to work, I'm still formulating stacks that I know will work for that day based on what I have to do, which is a smart thing to do. But at the same time, I'm doing experiments. I'm still running experiments, and they're awesome. So I want to talk about 3 of them that I have ran recently that have served me particularly well. Number 1 is the fasting protocol plus VTP. If you didn't see the video that we did on this, I'll make it very simple for you folks. I had a lot of fat to lose from an excessive bulk and then a shoulder injury many, many months ago. So in line with the idea that I've learned that losing weight slowly is the best way to do it sustainably, and specifically in terms of keeping hormonal function in check, as well as satiety hormones and function in check, is the best way. So I've neared the end, well, I've gotten to the end of that slow burn of the fat that I was left over from the injury and bulking for a month and a half or so, at 2,700 calories a day, mind you. And toward the end of that, and toward the end of any weight loss strategy, this hack brings in a 21-day fast period, right, or a 21-day period within which, in each 7 days, you fast twice for 24 hours. So you're fasting 48 hours a week. The other 5 days of that week, of that 7-day period, you're in a 100-calorie deficit compared to your maintenance. That is all. Do that for 3 weeks straight. I just finished that, and I'm happy with the results, and it is one of the most impressive biohacks that I've seen in a long time, because it is critically paired with the full Viking Testosterone Protocol for me. It's a general template for most men, but there's certain things that you may have to do based on their blood work that's different. But the Viking Testosterone Protocol for me is about 9 things that I'm doing. since recently bringing that in on this end stage of losing the fat that I had to lose and seeing the muscle that was left over from that bulk and then muscle that I've been trying to build somewhat lately, it has been incredible. The major point is, so Viking testosterone protocol plus that fasting protocol, insane results with muscle and then fat loss and retaining muscle. Major point is, if you're boosting test substantially and or maintaining your already high testosterone, you will do better in the muscle retention process while you're cutting. Okay, so very critical thing. That is my number one, most recent biohack that is serving me well. Number two is low dose picamillin and low dose pramiracetam for meditation. Okay, so I have historically said that meditating can be enhanced with nootropics. It definitely can. And what you essentially want to do is have some sort of stimulant racetam in the mix and then some sort of calming agent in the mix too. In the past, I've played around with aniracetam and ashwagandha and then aniracetam and rhodiola. And it has always served me well to get me into the meditative state quicker and allow me to stay there more, because it puts me in a smooth focus. And if you can focus better, you can meditate better. Because when you're meditating, you're kind of focusing on nothing. That's how I meditate. But you're activating the focus muscle. You're doing focus, but on nothing. That's the best way to clear your brain out. And like the state you end up in is just totally insane. So here's my strategy. Picamillin at 30 milligrams. Pramiracetam at 75 milligrams. I do that a half hour before I start meditating, then I go in and it's substantially better. Picamillin is basically, it's a GABA with B1 chemically bonded together in a lab. It's different than if you just take them together. They actually have to be chemically bonded, and that allows for blood-brain barrier crossing GABA. Okay, pretty awesome thing. Pramiracetam is accelerating the brain's efficiency and usage of acetylcholine. So you've got sort of a stimulant processing power enhancer in the mix, and then you have a calming agent in the mix, and it helps you meditate. That is my number two most recent biohacks that are serving me. Number three and final most recent Ryan's biohacks that are serving me is inducing a temporary dopamine surge. Okay, this is going to be interesting for you folks. There's a lot of different things that you can do to induce dopamine surges. One of them is cyproheptadine. Another one is targeting the dopamine synthesis enzymes with bromotain. Another is dosing 9-MeBC at 30 milligrams for 7 days straight. That's one good strategy to produce a dopamine surge in the subsequent days, starting from kind of the middle of that period. But another one, which I've been working on, is pretty cool, is to take a specific BCAA combination that inhibits the synthesis of serotonin, and then to also simultaneously upregulate dopamine synthesis enzymes, but at the same time give yourself a precursor for dopamine. Okay, sounds complex, but here's basically what I'm doing. Low dose, or not low dose, regular dose isoleucine, leucine, and valine will inhibit serotonin synthesis for the most part. Okay, so it would be wise also to not have tryptophan in your diet in that regard. In addition to that, to upregulate enzymes or make enzymes for dopamine synthesis work better, I am taking 15 milligrams of bromotain, because that's what it does. And by the way, this is over a 3-day period, a 3-day period of doing this. And then there's a dopamine surge for those 3 days, and for the ensuing 2.5 days. It falls off pretty much after that. The last part of it, though, is to actually give yourself a precursor to dopamine. And, you know, one of the best strategies, not sustainable to be taking long-term, is L-Dopa. So my dose in L-Dopa is 20 milligrams, okay? So it is a pretty medium, moderate dose of isoleucine, leucine, and valine. It is a 15 milligram dose of bromotain to upregulate dopamine synthesis enzymes, or to just foster them for that acute period. And it's 20 milligrams of L-Dopa. I get a pretty powerful dopamine surge while I'm doing it and for a couple days after. It is strong. Excellent biohack. Super cool thing, and hopefully it gives people an idea of when you're approaching experimentation to reach certain things, you gotta be super complex with it. I mean, we're inhibiting serotonin synthesis. We're making the enzymes for dopamine synthesis work a lot better for the time being, and then we're providing more dopamine via L-dopa. Pretty complex thing, but in the end, pretty simple if you follow those directions. Use these templates, adjust if necessary, but those are my top 3 most recent biohacks that are serving the heck out of me. Now I'm going to play soccer. No, I'm just joking. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Remember the specials that we talked about. 30% off most products at livecortex.com with the coupon code 3030. Use it, save some money. That applies to the Cortex stack. If you want to get a better deal on the Cortex stack, get the Cortex double stack. It's 2 bottles of Cortex in a package, but you get them for $24 each. That's the cheapest Cortex has ever been. That is live right now at livecortex.com. The Nootropics Masterclass right now, and this is the 1st of July, does not have any coupon codes attached to it, so you can't use any. But it is a baseline $55. We just put it down to $55 for those of you that want to get it, we're thinking about getting it, haven't gotten it, and really want to pull the trigger, get it for $55 right now. It's never going to be cheaper, ever. We're doing that because the Nootropics Expert class, which is the 10 to 12 year mark, or the Nootropics God class, still figuring out what to name it, still working on it, is coming out very soon. Anyway, get a cheap $55 right now. Nootropics Masterclass is an awesome video course. If you're new to Nootropics Ground Zero. You have to start there. If you're a guy that wants to raise test, Viking Testosterone Protocol. That is the protocol that I am using in conjunction with the fasting protocol to get really great results. That's 30% off using the coupon code 30. Last things, if you need cognitive performance enhancement, energy baseline enhancement, if you just want to fire on all cylinders and just be a wildly productive person, especially in business, get either the 1 month intensive, the 3.5 month intensive, or the 6 month intensive consulting biohacking hands-on results-driven programs with me. The 3.5 month and the 6 month also apply specifically to PSSD and to, it's hard to name the state that you're in post taking benzos, but that place where GABA A, GABA B, and glutamate are totally deranged, as well as the downregulation of dopamine receptors and general dopamine transmission. 3.5 month and 6 month apply to that situation too. Okay, if you're curious or unsure about if your situation applies to any of those larger scale consulting packages, email me at ryan@livecortex.com and we can talk about it, and we can even get on a phone call if it's something that you think you want to do and you want to learn more. Okay, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm off to the soccer field, obviously. Talk to you next time.